Hello and welcome to Global Fashion Workshop. Let me remind you that we post a new video 3 times a week. We made this denim shirt together, but as I said earlier, it's not meant to be worn as a first layer, rather in its outerwear piece. You can wear it over a turtleneck, a tank top, a lightweight shirt, put it over any kind of top with jeans or pants, etc. This kind of shirt will be indispensable for spring. We received questions about the drag lines here on the sleeves. I explained this is not for people who are always wearing nicely tailored garments and never allow themselves to wear anything with drag lines or wrinkles. This is modern fashion, that's how it is. Those who don't like drag lines don't make this kind of shirts. If you know that this will be irritating you, please don't make it, because you shouldn't be making things that will be annoying you later. For example, I'm wearing this dress now, drafted using the 10 measurement system. It's neatly drafted, there aren't any drag lines, but if I put on this shirt right now, it will have drag lines because that's how it's designed. Now, we will be drafting the collar piece together. Everything is very simple. You need to measure half of the neckline. I measure it about 5 millimeters from the edge, not on the raw edge itself. Approximately 5 millimeters away. (22.5 centimeters up to the edge. 22.5 centimeters up to the edge. We're drawing a short vertical line and a horizontal line. A horizontal line equal to 22.5 centimeters, which is half of our neckline. This distance is 22.5 centimeters. Now, from this point up, we measure 2.5 centimeters. 2.5. We need 2.5. It could be 3.5 for bigger sizes, but yes, for a shirt, usually it's 2.5. You could, some of you may, indicate the shoulder point here, 8 centimeters. Simply so that we know where our shoulder is. Here is our shoulder level at this point. But we won't be making the slope up to the shoulder, we'll end it before. Now, from this point, we draw a gently curved line going into this straight line. But the line must, make sense. Without any kind of bumps, just a line. So you need to watch for the beauty of this line. The bottom part of the stand is ready. Here it is. 22.5, 2.5, a beautiful line. I hope for now everything is clear. Now, the stand height will be 3 centimeters. Since it's an outerwear shirt, so 3 centimeters at a right angle to this red line. We draft a right angle. Let's take 2.5. After all, 3 is a bit much for this size. 2.5. And measure 2.5 all along this red line. 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Before I trace it in red, I want to talk about this corner. You see here that we have from center front to the edge, also 2.5. 2.5, that's with a seam allowance, because we can't have such a wide front placket. If we take 7 millimeters here for the seam, we'll get a very nice placket here. So, now look. The point that will be going through center front, here it is. So in our stand, this is the point that will match the center front here and the center front on the other side. Our basting stitch here is our center front. And now this corner, we can leave it as it is, squared. We can also round it like this, just a bit. Make a very small rounder corner. And I think I'll leave it like this. And the collar will start at this point, from the center front point. Here is our center front, and from this level our collar will start. Let me first trace the stand so that you understand. But you can also leave the corners squared. It depends on your design. My marker is so-so. It doesn't want to draw beautifully, but I'll make it. This way. This is the stand we get. Now we'll draft the collar. Here. This is called center back. Center back. We measure about 4 centimeters from beginning of stand upwards. And now connect these 2 points with a line like this one. This is beginning of collar. The bottom part of the collar. I'm happy that the subscribers of Global Fashion Workshop don't depend on ready-made patterns anymore. That you already know how to do so many things yourself. I think it really opens up the possibilities and helps. From beginning of collar up, we measure 5 to 6 centimeters. Each one of you will decide for yourself what kind of collar you want. I'll take 5. 5. And I trace a straight line. Here I trace the right angle, and now from here I add about 1.5 centimeters this way. And up about 1 centimeter. Five. Straight line, straight line. Here I measured 1.5 and up 1 centimeter to draft this kind of shirt corner. I want to tell you, you can draft any corner you want, absolutely any kind of corner. If you want, make it sharper. If you want, make it longer. If you want here, take 4 instead of 5 centimeters, for example, and then you get a smaller corner and collar. I just want you to understand. Here's a smaller collar. That's also good. Or maybe with a straight line, you make a small collar like this. And then if you take a right angle here, then the collar will be opening like this here. It's also correct. So this area, it's a place for your creativity. So our collar is ready. I hope everyone understands everything. Now I'll take tracing paper and we'll copy the pattern. Remember, we use small seam allowances. Here I'm not adding seam allowances in length because here we already have seam allowances included and we want our points to match. And I put a notch, a very tiny small notch here for beginning of collar. Here it is. The stand. Now I'll cut out the collar and we'll see. Well, since here it's a mock-up, I'm not adding any seam allowances here. But when you'll be cutting out your real collar, you will add. Center back, center back. Now I'll baste a little and we'll show you. Here's our stand. The edge of the collar must match this notch. I'm making this video just to remind you one more time about all these details. Because it might seem, what does it matter where this point ends up? But no, it makes a difference. If all these distances here match up, then here everything will also match. Please take this seriously, working with collars. You just need to grasp a few concepts and then you'll never have any problems. Center back with the center. We'll see the result shortly. Here, take a look. I like how the shape came out. It's a nice shape. See how it is? And the corner is lined correctly. So we didn't make a mistake with this shape. I can say here that our lesson is over, but just look how much better our shirt looks. First it was just hanging there, plain and without a collar, And now see the difference after we pin the collar? It looks so much better. We still have to work on the pocket together. On this note, I'm ending today's lesson. We worked well. I think we'll be seeing a lot of these shirts in spring. I also wouldn't mind wearing a shirt like this one. We have a lineup here already. Ira wants one, Olga wants one, everyone wants one. I'm saying goodbye, wishing success to everyone in your creative endeavors. Click like, share our videos on social media, subscribe to our channel, stay with us. All the best from myself, Irina Paukshte, and our entire team.